My dream was to become a gang leader. This is the slum community in which I grew up. Growing up, my dream, like every youth in the slum, was to become notorious, which came with a lot of pride and dignity. My mother, however, did not allow me to hang out with these guys. She would wake up very early in the morning, prepare my two brothers and myself up for school, rush to the market to pick shea nuts, go and sell, and make sure that there is food available before we return home. All of these, she did in a well-coordinated manner. But this is not just the story of my mother, but the daily hustle of the over 900,000 women shea farmers in Ghana. Men, on the other hand, were not supportive. They expected women to go and work and bring them money, when all they would do is to gather under trees every day, gambling, drinking, and womanizing. And if these women did not return home with money, they were physically abused. Living in the slum community, a day did not go by that I did not hear the shouts of cries of women from neighboring houses for help. But thanks to my mother, I made it out of the slum to pursue my higher education in the city in 2002. Looking at all the opportunities that were available to me, we talk of the schools, good roads, hospitals, clinics, libraries. I was motivated to aim higher. But all through this period, I kept thinking and asking myself, so what is happening to my friends back at home without the very opportunities that I am enjoying now? Is the society going to shape their lives? In 2017, I went back to the region and to my community, where I tried to find my friends. But I was hit by the saddest of news. Most of my friends were in jail. Some were mad on the streets over abuse of drugs. And the rest, unfortunately, were dead. Many women had also escaped to neighboring communities to seek refuge because they could not withstand the daily abuse and inhuman treatment from men. The few that were around were still struggling to find their feet in their shea butter business. Were these women being appreciated enough? No. This actually reminds me of the story of Wilhelmina, who was given into marriage at an early age of 15. She went through daily constant abuse from her husband. One time, she was seriously beaten that she ended up in the hospital for 4 months, needing 26 stitches on her abdomen and face. Why? All because she did not return home with enough money. Later on, Wilhelmina became a colleague in the company that I worked in. She introduced a product, the African black soap. This was very much liked by most of us. And out of curiosity, I wanted to know more about her soap. I was told that its main ingredient was shea butter. Shea butter? I remember when my two brothers, myself and our mother, would go to the farm. I had no idea of what the shea fruit was meant for. All we would do is to eat the sweet fleshy part, assemble the nuts, play games with them, and just dispose them off. But through Wilhelmina, I got to know that shea butter contains a lot of rich properties, as well as it has a lot of uses. We can talk of its antioxidant property, anti-inflammatory, its vitamins A, E, and F properties, is acne curing property. And did you know that even your favorite chocolate contains a coating of shea butter? Back to the story of Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina was able to make a lot of money from the sale of her soap. Through that, she was able to provide quality health care to her sick father. And her 5 siblings, they were able to go to school. And as I stand here to speak to you now, she's living her dream. I was motivated by her story. And so I asked myself, if Wilhelmina was able to do all of these from her black soap, then what can we also do for the over 900,000 women shea farmers who are still struggling to find their feet in their business? I decided to dig deeper into the shea sector. But like every true story, there is a dark side. Women shea farmers in Ghana contribute a lot to the development of the country. However, they do not receive the needed appreciation, recognition, nor remuneration. They are exploited on a daily by middlemen who take advantage of them. Why? Because 1, they lack the skill to add value to their raw shea butter. 2, they do not have the market opportunities to market their shea butter. Let's take, for example, a kilogram of shea butter on the international market is between $4 and $8. But these women have to sell their shea butter for as little as 70 cents. Yes, 70 cents. Not up to $1. And so if one woman is able to produce between 100 kilograms of shea butter to 250 kilograms of shea butter in a year, guess how much she would earn? For 100 kilograms of shea butter, she would be making $70. And if she's lucky to produce at maximum capacity of 250 kilograms, then she'll be making $175. To live a life of dignity, that is not enough. These women deserve a fair share for all their struggles, sacrifices, risk, and effort they put into their business. To change this, we decided to form an organization known as Fair Share. At Fair Share, we want to improve the skills of our women. We want to improve their communication, leadership, organizational, and financial literacy skills. We also want to enhance their capacities to take absolute charge of their livelihoods. We do not want our women to see raw shea butter as an end resource. We want them to add value to it. And by this, we want to train them to develop organic body and cosmetic products, such as body soaps, butter, lip balm, lotions, among others. All these we want to do in an environmentally sustainable and earth-friendly way. After the training, we would encourage our women to form cooperatives where they would have absolute control over their own affairs. Through this, we believe that they would have maximum returns for all that they are doing. It will, however, be Fair Share's responsibility to find fair trade companies, locally and internationally, to partner with our women, to give them market opportunities locally and internationally. Through this, we believe that our women will be able to provide quality food at home, will be able to secure their lives through investments, and provide quality education to their children. Imagine you decide to travel to Ghana to visit Fair Share. You touch down at the airport and you are welcomed by a woman. Your driver to the destination is also a woman who takes you on a smooth, enjoyable ride. The first thing you see when you arrive at the center are the big shady shea trees with green fruits and green leaves that are ready to fall. Listen to the sounds. women are rushing to pick their nuts up. Usually, they would eat some of the fleshy parts, and a lot would go to waste. But now, we have a special unit for making shea juice and shea wine, so absolutely nothing goes to waste. The kernels are taken for roasting. The roasted nuts are then milled and kneaded to extract the butter. During this whole process, the women are happily singing and exchanging the latest gossips. Listen to them. The most important thing is, they do not have to worry about their children, who are busily attending classes in a school within the same compound. It is a new dawn, and Fair Share wants to see a Ghana that is not only famous for quality share, but for practices that give justice to women, children, and the environment. Thank you.